Hey, did you know Chelsea is looking for a new centre-back because Fofana and Badiashile are injured? Two names that have come up are Ronald Araujo from Barcelona and Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace. Exciting, right? But I heard that Barcelona won't let Araujo go for cheap. They are asking for around £59 million. Juventus even rejected the offer. But there is a loophole, they say, if Araujo himself asks to move. Maybe it can be negotiated. On the other hand, Guehi is also not easy to get. Crystal Palace had set a price of £70 million for him last summer, but it could be cheaper now because his contract is about to expire. Chelsea reportedly prioritized Guehi to the point of having a special plan to deal him. Well, it could also be that Axel Disasi is released so that the money can be used to transfer Guehi. In your opinion, who would be better for Chelsea? Araujo, who is very strong at the back, or bringing Guehi back home? Bro, yesterday Tosin Adarabioyo performed brilliantly when Chelsea slaughtered Morecambe 5-0 in the FA Cup. Not only was he solid in defense, he even scored 2 goals from the centre-back position. The fans went wild every time he touched the ball, asking him to shoot continuously. But yeah, I understand why some people are worried too. His performance in the Premier League has been inconsistent, like when he struggled to hold Liam Delap against Ipswich. Even when he played against Crystal Palace, Maresca chose to give the opportunity to Josh Ikompong, who is only 18 years old. Well, if Tosin doesn't immediately bring his brilliant performance to the league, he could just be a cup specialist player. In fact, the potential to be a regular starter is very much there. Do you think Tosin will be able to rise to win a position in the main team? Chelsea are currently busy with gossip about their interest in Kvaratskhelia from Napoli. In fact, their attack line is already very full after spending more than £1 billion on players. Just imagine, there are Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto, Jadon Sancho, Joao Felix, and even Christopher Nkunku. But yeah, Chelsea seems never satisfied with looking for new players. Well, Kvaratskhelia is an elite player who is currently at odds over a contract with Napoli. So maybe Chelsea can get a discount price even though there will be a bidding war with other big teams, like PSG. But to include him in the squad, Chelsea must first sell some players so that it is not too crowded. What's exciting is that next season Estevao Willian and Kendry Paez will also be on the team, so the competition for Chelsea's front line will be even hotter. If Kvaratskhelia really comes, it seems like he could be a marquee signing next summer. The transfer story is getting more exciting. Dortmund reportedly really wants to bring Carney Chukwuemeka from Chelsea this month, even though he just joined from Aston Villa in 2022 as a promising young talent. Unfortunately, his career at Chelsea has not gone smoothly. Imagine, in the first 2 seasons he only played 27 times, and this season he has only appeared 5 times without playing once in the Premier League. So it's no wonder that Chelsea is ready to let him go, especially to make room for other players and still comply with financial regulations. Dortmund reportedly want to try to borrow him first, but Chelsea wants an obligation to buy at the end of the season. They have set a price of around £40 million for Chukwuemeka. In your opinion, is Chukwuemeka suitable to play in the Bundesliga? Could he be a new wonder kid there? Chelsea are facing a dilemma over Wesley Fofana's injury after conflicting statements between the player and the club. Maresca had previously suggested Fofana could be out for the rest of the season with a serious hamstring injury. However, Fofana reportedly denied the claims on social media, saying the injury was not as bad as was being made out. Maresca explained the situation at a press conference. "We have communicated clearly, both in English and French," he said. According to the medical team, his recovery is expected to take 12 to 16 weeks. However, Wes is confident he can recover faster. The Italian coach insisted there was no problem between the club and Fofana, and stressed that they would be happy if Fofana could recover faster than expected. With Fofana out, there has been speculation that Chelsea could consider re-signing Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace, or recalling Trevoh Chalobah from his loan spell. However, Maresca has denied the reports. "Marc is a Palace player. I like him, but that doesn't mean we're going to buy him. Trevoh is also a Palace player, so the situation remains the same. Chelsea appear to still have faith in their defensive options, despite their injury problems at the back. Bro, did you hear about West Ham chasing Kieran Dewsbury-Hall from Chelsea? So this Dewsbury-Hall actually just joined from Leicester last summer. But for some reason he didn't get a place under Maresca. Just imagine, he's only played 5 times in the Premier League and he's never been a starter. Now, what's interesting is that West Ham, who are now coached by Graham Potter, former Chelsea coach, are moving quickly to loan him. It seems like Chelsea don't want to sell him straight away because his contract is until 2029, but they don't mind if he's loaned first. Maybe so he can get more playing time. I think this is a smart move for West Ham. They need additional strength in the midfield, especially to compete in the league and Europe. If this really happens, it will be really interesting to see how Dewsbury-Hall can rise there. Renato Veiga has reportedly reached a verbal agreement to join Borussia Dortmund in the January transfer window. Despite only joining Chelsea from FC Basel last summer, the Portugal international has struggled for game time in the Premier League, starting just once. Napoli were interested in signing Veiga, but Dortmund are now favourites after arranging a loan deal with an option to buy. Maresca says, "We believe in Renato. Renato is our player and we are happy to have him here. Our trust in him was already evident when we brought him on in a crucial moment against Tottenham." Maresca also stressed that the decision must involve all parties to find the best solution for the club and the player. In addition, Axel Disasi is also on Juventus' radar, who are looking for additional defenders. The Serie A giants are also competing with Arsenal to sign Ronald Araujo from Barcelona and are keeping an eye on Antonio Silva from Benfica. Noni Madueke's absence from Chelsea's 5-0 win over Morecambe had raised speculation, especially after open criticism from coach Enzo Maresca some time ago. However, Maresca emphasized that this time there was no attitude problem or technical decision behind the winger's absence. "He didn't finish the training session because he felt unwell," said Maresca after the match. Madueke had previously been highlighted by Maresca because he was considered to have slackened his training spirit after performing well in a match. Although he was given another chance, his absence in several recent matches raised questions about his position in Chelsea's main squad. However, Maresca emphasized that this decision was purely due to Madueke's health condition. Behind this challenge, Maresca seems to still hope that Madueke can refocus and show his best abilities. "We all want the players to be in prime condition and ready to give their best for the team," he added. Will Madueke be able to respond to this challenge and regain the coach's trust? Only time will tell. Bro, Chelsea are having serious problems with their financial rules. Stefan Borsen, a football finance expert, said they need to make a profit of more than £150 million from selling non-football assets to escape the profit and sustainability rule. They have sold 2 hotels at Stamford Bridge for £76.5 million and released the women's team to Blue Co in a deal of more than £150 million. But still, their financial report last year showed a loss of almost £90 million. The Premier League will announce the punishment for clubs that break the rules next week. So, in the next few weeks, we will get a clearer picture of Chelsea's financial condition. The problem is, if they can't close this financial gap, there is a risk of being deducted points. Borsen said they might have to sell other properties or find a creative way to cover the losses. Do you think Chelsea can survive this situation?